In this video, I have an example solve of the Megaminx using intermediate level tips and techniques. Okay, hi guys. In this example solve, I'll be using the Westlund method with my personal color order. So we're going to start out by, of course, solving the white star and F2L. So we've got this white and purple and this white and yellow one here. So what I can do is do something like R, F2, like that. And then my last three white star edges are over here, here, and down here. So we can do a few things. So probably what I would do first is do the white and blue, which can be just done with just F2 and then R. And then this white and dark green one can go over here with U prime, L prime. Then this one, R2, U, F prime, like that. So now we've done our star. Now after the star, I see a few things. I guess we can go for the white, purple and yellow. So we've got the corner here and the edge down here. And to pair these two up, in this position, we can go R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime. Then we need to bring this pair around to between its slots, so the purple and yellow slot. So we can do something like R2, R2 prime, and then move it over there and insert it. Now after that, I've got the white, yellow and dark blue corner here and the yellow and dark blue edge here. So I can do something like F2 to move that edge there, R, U, R prime, and then R prime, U prime, R. So now we've solved these two F2L pairs. The next pair that I see is this white, red, and dark green with this red and dark green edge. So we can do R2 and then U prime. To pair them up, now I need to insert them all the way back here. So from here, we can do something like U2, and then here's a fancy little trick to insert a pair from over here to this back right position. We can go R2 prime, U2 prime, R2, like that. And then for the next F2L pair, I'll probably go for the white, dark green and purple. So here we've got the corner and here is the edge. So we can do something like that to move this corner up to the top. Now we can do U prime, R, U, R prime and insert it there. Then for the last F2L pair, I've got this white, dark blue and red corner and this dark blue and red edge. So I can do something like U2 prime and then BL2, and that pairs them up. And then I can insert them into this front right slot here. So now we've done our F2L. So after the F2L, I go on to the yellow, and I can do the yellow and orange by doing R2 prime F. And then to insert this one here, this yellow and light green, to this position, I can go R prime, U2 prime, R, like that. So now we've got these two cross edges solved. The next thing that I see is probably this one and this one. So the yellow, orange and light green. And I can do something like R prime, U, R2, U prime. So now these two are together. And then bring them up and insert them down there. Then I've got this yellow, light green and dark blue corner and the edge is back here. So we can shift it to this face. And a nice way to solve this case, so we've got this corner and the edge here, which belong in this slot. We can do something like U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, U prime, F, like that. So that's just a different way of solving F2L cases. And you will find there's so many different ways of solving these pieces around the cube. So next up, we need to solve this last yellow pair. So we've got this corner here and this edge, and we can do something like R, U prime, and then R, U prime, R prime, to pair them up and insert them. So now we've solved the white star and F2L as well as the yellow. Next up, we're going on to the purple side. So we've got the purple edge here. We can do L, F, L prime. Then probably I would go for this pair. So I've got this purple light blue and orange corner and the light blue and orange edge. So I can do something like U, R, U prime, R prime. From that position, to pair them up, and then insert them into this back right slot here, R prime U R, like that. Then for the next pair, the next purple pair, I've got this corner here and this edge. So I've just moved it into this working zone, the top layer here. Now I'll pair these two up and insert them into the back there. And the next color that I'll go for is the dark green. So we'll insert this edge, and whilst I'm inserting this edge, I notice that I've got this dark green, red and light yellow corner here, and its corresponding edge is up here. So to solve this F2L slot, I can go L prime, U, L, U prime, L prime, U, L, like that. And then next up, well, I've been lucky enough and I've got this last pair already connected for me, so I can insert it into there. And then going on to the last two faces, I actually see that I've got this entire block on this right-hand side already solved for me, which is pretty lucky, to be perfectly honest. So normally I would go for this edge and this corner and this edge first, but I've got this pair already formed for me. So what I'm going to do now is just solve these two next and preserve this. So I've got this edge and this corner, which I can pair up like that. Then I need to move this out of the way, bring up this slot to this position, do a U2 prime, insert it, and then bring it back down. And then for my last F2L pair, before I get to the last layer, I've got this edge and this corner. So I can go RU, R prime, and then insert it. And now I'm up to my last layer. So to orient the edges of my last layer, I can do something like F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime, like that. Then to orient my corners, I have this 4-corner case where I have this corner already oriented, and the algorithm for this case, if you don't know it, goes like this. So it's just an anti-soon, R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. And then we do effectively another kind of anti-soon from the back here, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, U2, R, like that. And now that we've oriented all of our corners, it's time to permute the edges. So in this situation, I have these two edges which are already permuted, and I have a cycle of edges which goes this way. So I can do R2, U2 prime, R2, U prime, R2, U2 prime, R2, like that. And now we've permuted all of our edges. Now it's time to permute our corners. And here we have a case where we have 4 corners left to solve. So it's two swaps of corners, these two and these two. And the algorithm for this is R, U, R prime, U, R prime, U prime, R, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R2 prime, U, R, U prime. So it's a kind of a long algorithm, but it can be executed very quickly in solves.